Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to all of you, everyone from tuning in all around the world. Pleasure to see you tonight because this is set to be another spectacular night of esports racing action. So strap yourself in. And this evening, it is, of course, an absolute pleasure to welcome you all to the world of the Ferrari Esports series. Now, as always, we have a lovely pre-show programme lined up for you. But before the first of the two races kick into gear, I should probably quickly introduce myself. My name is Nikki Shields. I'm a motorsport and esports presenter. And alongside me, well, actually, technically he's behind me, we have, of course, with us Paul Jeffrey, complete with somewhat shorter hair than usual, but full of his usual excitable enthusiasm for all things virtual racing. Hello, Paul.
Good evening. Hello, Nikki. Hello, everybody at home. And Nikki, as always, you are absolutely correct. I am incredibly excited about the virtual racing festival that is about to unfold this evening in the Ferrari Esports series. We've got two races. The first debut of the beautiful Ferrari 599XX, and of course the Temple of Speed that is Monza. And with very hungry esport drivers, I cannot wait to see what happens over the course of these next couple of races, assuming they can get around the first corner, of course. Our Group A is headed by Isaac Price, winner last time out at the Nürburgring from Kamil Pawlowski, with Danilo Santoro in third position in the standings. Wojciech Lukaszek and Angela Colavito a fourth and fifth position, with Umberto Principi in sixth place after a solid race last time around. Nicola Pontola, Bastian Marte, Luca Tavanari and Andrea Ottomani round out the top 10. In Group B, it is Arnaud Lecombe with a dominant performance on 25 points. Michael Tanitsa in second place. Maxime Batifoulier is in third position, with Jone Catilla in P4. Leonardo Pagano in fifth position, Aj Atanel in P6, Alessandro Miragalia in seventh place, Jacob Stramidlo in eighth, Davide Balanese in ninth, and Haldus Joshuas in 10th.
What a cracking start to the season it has been, but there is no doubt in my mind that all of the drivers are coming into this weekend continuing to work hard because there is plenty more racing yet to come. So let's put the standings aside for the moment, because the Ferrari Esports series isn't just about racing this year. Oh no, actually here at Ferrari, we want to get you guys involved this season as much as possible. So we are delighted to offer this opportunity to our talented young or old livery designers to get involved in the action. So basically, over the course of this season, we want you to submit your best creative designs. Now, we have had some amazing submissions for our judging panel to review. A pretty tough challenge, I must say, because we have had some incredible entries. Let's check out this winner designing the Ferrari 599XX, created by Elisa Loudier.
The cars are about to kick off for the first race of the evening. We've got a great start from pole position, cutting across to the inside. He'll be on the outside for the rundown into the Rettifilio chicane for the very first time of the race. The entire field spreading out, trying to find a little bit with the car off. There's a car off onto the grass, cuts over the chicane, manages to keep it facing in the right direction. Stay out of the way. Yes, he does now for the drag race down into the Curva Grande. We've got Kamil Pawlowski and Daniel Santoro side by side, trading pace, trading paint, trading bits of bodywork. Who will come out of the head? Brendan Lee, let's find out.
Yeah, it's super close around the outside. Massive dive on the brakes. He's going to run a little bit wide, but is he going to get the X? I think he is. They're going to be side by side coming up the next corner. No, he's just held off there. Beautiful first sequence of corners. You can see touching wheels down the straight. Great action. Isaac Price is 1 second behind. Let's see if he can close back up.
Can hang the car to the outside. He's trying his very best, just a little bit further back as well. We've got somebody else trying to buy into this fight, but Principe holds on, has to bounce over the curbs, and that is a place for Josh Martin and Berto Principe. There you see him, picture in picture. Concentration, a study of concentration. And Brendan, these guys are giving everything in these first few moments of this race. Bale now in the slipstream, running down into the chicane, goes to the inside, a little bit of contact as well. Bale runs to the grass on the outside, a little bit of contact between the two cars. Josh Martin at the back of the shot as well, trying to buy himself into this fight, but that was scruffy by Bale there. Little bit of contact in the braking zone at maximum velocity, and unfortunately that is the end result.
I suspect the car in front's going to go defensive. If he doesn't, he's going to leave the door wide open. But you see, snaking around on the straight, trying to break the slipstream, trying to play the mind games. But you can see up the inside for Martin. This should be a relatively easy move on the braking zone now, and then they can start focusing ahead. Because at the moment, they're scrapping over 12th place. They need to put their eyes forward, work together. And if there's actually a bit of a tap there to go a bit faster, Martin. Come on, get on with it, lad. And they need to work towards the points.
Now, as we're in the bright green car, shows his nose to the inside of Bale, makes the manoeuvre stick, does he? A little bit of contact, touring car-esque between the two of them through the curves, but he just about manages to pull that one off. Maglione in the blue machine behind as well, now trying to buy into this fight. So these two, they're squabbling, they're trading paint, they're trading racetrack, and that is bringing another car into the battle as well, which is a critical mistake, and that is contact through Alboreto. Both cars just about managed to gather themselves together somehow in a Herculean effort. Wonderfully here at Monza's, Principe again goes for the attack. Bastian Marte is now on the outside. Principe earns himself the inside line, just about gets the car stopped, holds it on the apex for the second part of the corner. Marte cannot find a way past, and that is a great overtaking manoeuvre from Principe. On the clock, and we've seen a little bit of drama further back. That's Maglione now going for the side-by-side, having to take to the escape road as well. So a little bit of shuffling there. There's Bale dropping down in a 14th position. Marte moving up into P12. And how many times are we going to see that kind of manoeuvre, Brendan, at T1 in Monza?
I think we're going to see it quite a lot. We've still got 9 minutes left. 1 or 2 cars will go over, and he's missing his braking point again.
2 cars between themselves and the checkered flag. Kamil Pawlowski now, he's got the slipstream, has Danilo Santoro, but not enough of an overlap. Kamil Pawlowski turns in to the parabolica for the final time, gets on the gas, runs down the start-finish straight. Danilo Santoro now has just a few more yards to make up. He won't do it. Kamil Pawlowski takes the race victory in the Ferrari Esports Series here at the Temple of Speed at Monza. A dominant performance, not a single mistake, and Danilo Santoro, despite trying every trick in the book, comes home in second position, with Isaac Price rounding out our podium runners for another very solid result. Red is about to go out and the race is about to begin. 25 cars charging from the line here at Monza, the Temple of Speed. The run down into the chicane for the very first time. Everybody trying to find a little bit of real estate, but Arnaud Lecombe is the man that comes through ahead of the pack. Leonardo D'Alcamo in second position. Maxime Batafollier holds on to third place through the chicane around the Curva Grande for the very first time. Michael Ternitzer holds on a fifth position as well, so a good start for Ternitzer, closing down Pagenaud in fourth position ahead, and everybody behaving. Yeah, great bit of car control there. No doubt that would have put everybody else around them on high alert, but meanwhile Slovanak takes away ninth position. That actually is Altonel trying to get a ninth position off of Slovanak, made it move into the Alboreto corner, then lost out again, but this is a good opportunity now for Altonel. Uses the slipstream to his advantage. Slovanak goes to the inside, he knows what's coming, defends the inside line. Altonel on the outside has the overlap, but does he have the braking power? No, he does not. He's wise enough to know that too wide through the chicane is not the most intelligent move at this stage in the race, so backs into a 10th position once again and fights onwards, still has an opportunity to continue the push.
But it's side by side now into the second chicane. So like I was just saying, who's going to outbrake themselves here? Because it's going to be deep on the brakes on the inside. Bit of a squeeze on the outside, but hang it around the outside. Couldn't quite get it. Couldn't keep the momentum around the outside. Good attacking, good defending there from the racing. Good, nice and clean.
Well, we're in Monza today, so it's espresso and not tea, but Arnaud Lecombe does not need any additional motivation. Another fabulous drivers. Meanwhile, this is Davide Adami now throwing the car up the inside, makes contact with Riley, pushes Riley off of the racetrack. A little bit aggressive there.
So possible damage to the cars in front, and that might be causing more drag on the car. A bit late on the brakes. Amazing to not make contact there. But he got a bit checked up on the apex, so couldn't make the run out the corner. But is he going to have a look down the inside? Beautiful defending. He's going to go around the outside, try to use the banking of the corner and get early on the power. He's still going to be there side by side into Lesbo 2, squeezing onto the car. Complete bravery to back out of it. Now look for a good exit. Try to get early on the power, but amazing defending again just to park the car. Flashing the lights. He isn't happy, but mate, that was amazing racing.
Yeah, that is a great bit of competition between these two drivers. Both of them want the position. Both of them are willing to give an inch. And here we go again for round 2. Contact between the two cars. Will they make it through this next section? No, they will not. Somebody's out into the barriers, and that is Ullman. That is a real shame, and ending what has been a most spectacular bit of drama up to that point. So he's got the run now coming down into the chicane. Can he find a way past the car ahead? So Grassi riding on board, looks to the outside. There's a defensive line from Stramidlo now into the chicane. Can Grassi keep the outside line? He runs a little bit deep. Stramidlo down over the curb, and that is another failed attempt, and that is going to cost him big style, because here is Ullman trying to buy back into the fight once again. Ullman to the inside. Brendan, these are fighting tooth and nail.
Side by side, door to door, wheel to wheel, and now they're going to be fighting for the slipstream off the car in front. You can see just about got it there, Grassi, and now they're going to be side by side down to Ascari. Is he going to look up the inside? Is he going to send a lunge? It's going to be interesting to see what he does. I think he's going to out of it. He still half looks there, but no, Grassi swoops around the outside, takes the racing line, takes the momentum, and takes forward the place. And now eyes forward, time to hunt down again to get your positions back. I think this is a real opportunity for him. He's flashing the lights, everything he's got, every bit of aggression. You see, pulling out the slipstream, but he's pulled up really early, so they're going to be side by side into the braking zone. He might just be a nose ahead, but it's going to be last of the late braces. Who's brave on the brakes? It definitely seems Ullman's braver around the outside, squeezing him on the apex, bit of contact. I've got to say that was more Ullman's fault there, because he closed down the apex too early, but not really too much harm done. They both recovered super quickly, but you can see more drama for Ullman.
For the switch bike, Grassi gets a good run through the chicane. He puts his nose to the inside into the first Lesmo. Can he keep the position? Yes, he can. Both cars give each other racing room. Ullman on the outside, Grassi on the inside, still on the inside into the second Lesmo. This is Ullman's position. Is it? Yes, it is. That is some great driving from these two. Grassi just about still holding on to him, but Ullman squeezes his way back through Stramidlo as well, trying to buy into the fight. 3 cars heading down into the next section of corners. This is dangerous times for all 3 of these, and for 4 corners in succession. They've gone too wide, but eventually that is Grassi that retains the position. And Brendan, that is sensational.
Wow, Grassi, that was amazing! Side by side for every corner all the way and round the outside of Ascari. That's so hard to do. You can't even imagine to break that late and really send it around the outside. As you can see, he's probably got his father watching straight behind him, much like a karting kid, hasn't he? Got the family support right up behind him. Amazing to see.
So here we go now. This is our race leader through the final corner for the final time. Arnaud Lecomte, 2 races, 2 race victories in the Ferrari Esports Series, takes the checkered flag in what has been a perfect performance from the French driver, just ahead of Leonardo D'Alcamo in second position. Maxime Battifoulier rounds out the podium places, and Arnaud Lecomte looks about as excited as someone going to do their weekly shopping at the local supermarket. But 25 points is still 25 points. What a great show. In finishers, and Brendan, they've been 2 exceptionally entertaining races, and once again, as always, an absolute pleasure to share the comms box with you. And now it is time to award our prize for the day, which is this beautiful Ferrari soft shell jacket. As always, we have a prize winner each round, and on this occasion the winner is Alexander von Trashberg. So congratulations to Alexander on your fantastic win in the Ferrari Esports Series.
By giving us a follow, get on social media. We're on all the usual channels, Ferrari Esports. So do give us a follow, stay up to date with all the latest news. And I just have to say one last thing, and that is we will see you at Silverstone. Yes, it's my home race and Paul's home race as well. We look forward to going racing once again at Silverstone with Ferrari Esports. We'll see you then. Take care.